How's it going? This is Sean Alpha.
And Kazuma.
And we are doing a regular episode. This is going to be a follow-up during the week. We also have a review that will be released sometime before this episode is going to be released, which is going to be the girly review where we review Black Butler and Free. So, along with some of our special guests are going to be also involved in the process, such as Keith from Annie Forsters and our resident artist Emily and her boyfriend, Oreos. So what we're going to talk about here today is sort of just geeky stuff that's sort of going around, just a normal format, and we're also going to review as part of Space Month, Cowboy Bebop. So first off in the thing, any geeky things that you've been doing?
I decided to watch, well, I don't know if it's all episodes, but so far as the Pokemon Origins season.
How are you finding Pokemon Origins?
If you played Red and Blue, you'll actually like it, yeah. There's so many references in it, like.
According to a couple of rumors I've been hearing about, there's actually been parents trying to petition it because it's so bad, so morbidly scarring to children. Mm-hmm. But the thing is, this show was originally designed, this specific Pokemon Origins is aimed towards people that actually grew up with Red and Blue back then.
But I think the reason why they did the Origins thing is to gear up for the Pokemon X and Y series.
Yeah, well, that too as well.
Because they have an advertisement at the end of the last episode, so it's like, oh, okay.
As far as ourselves as well, we also saw the Thor film, Thor 2 Dark World. It was alright. It had some complaints, but it was better than the first one. It wasn't that cheesy. They used a couple of things. They used the same effects from the Avengers, which not Avengers, but Iron Man 3, which I'm kind of getting sick of because they're using the same effect also as well in Agents and S.H.I.E.L.D. The whole glowiness thing as well. Like the aliens, they have a similar ability, just as, Project Centipede in the show, and and Extremis in the movie in Iron Man 3. They could use a different effect, even if they grow another foot or become rock. Another effect. Really, you can't use this effect that often. You can't. Especially like, I know they're trying to connect all these series together using Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., but they can use other things and other characters and other stuff to bring it in, type of thing. You can have your one Penny from Iron Man have a voice role in it or something like that. You already had Samuel L. Jackson do a cameo. Why not have a voice cameo? Something like that to connect the series together. You don't have to keep using the same effect in every single thing that you use. It just becomes a bit cliched. But on a positive side, we finally saw the full trailer for X-Men. The new X-Men film coming out, Days of Futures Past. I think it's going to look brilliant. Yeah. It is going to be phenomenally well done. It's something that Sony should have done ages ago. Yeah. They haven't really been doing a lot as far as stuff with the X-Men timeline besides the Wolverine films, which have been sort of subpar, really, compared to the rest of the Marvel franchise. So we won't really know what it's like. I can't really grade it until we actually see the film. My feelings are, personally, it's going to be good. It's also gearing up as well as Doctor Who episode is coming out soon in a couple of weeks' time. And so is the first episode of Season 4, which was a bit of a shock to a lot of people.
Season 4
of My Little Pony. Oh. Which is a bit of a shock because usually after, I think it's episode 96, is usually when a show actually ends as far as animation goes. But it's a Canadian franchise, so we're not sure how this is going to turn out.
Was not Canadian last time, or?
No, all of them have been Canadian, though. But most Western animations usually end on episode 96 because they go on a season format. Maybe it's because they had a shorter arc because of the movie. They're able to put more episodes in this time. So we'll find out what eventually happens, sort of, if it's going to be good, is it going to be bad? as people that are sort of like, we sort of watched the show, it's alright, it's a bit mindless entertainment. We'll know what it's like. We're not diehard fans, so we'll find out what it's like. We'll have like a brony guest type of thing reviewing the first
we have
episode.
someone undercover.
Undercover.
Or under the covers.
As well, we're still playing Pokemon X and Y type of thing at the moment. And I'm still enjoying the game. Mm-hmm. At this point, when I was playing Black and White 2, I wasn't playing this game. I would have finished it at this point, and it's just like, I'm done.
I might when the cloud service comes out the end of this month, I might just transfer the shinies that I had from the last game.
You're not just going to transfer everything?
Yeah, I could do that, unless I have most of them by then. Well, my Pokedex is 300 and something. Usually by then you go onto the national dex, but I'm on 336, and that's still on the normal 4 dexes, or the 3 dexes. So I'm not sure how many it would be to fill all of it. Probably 350 or their own, or maybe 400.
Cool. In other news as well, NomCon is going to be coming up. The dates have been officially announced. The 1st, the 3rd of August, 2014. No guests have been officially announced yet, but hopefully we'll get a NomCon PR person on, or someone from the NomCon committee, to do a little talk and PR session type of thing. So we'll have that as a special episode sometime later on in the year. Other things coming up. eirtakon is coming up, and I think one of the greatest things they've actually done is, as an after session type of thing to the convention, they're going to be showing the Doctor Who episode on the pub, which I'm actually quite thankful for, really. Because you're going to get a lot of people that's just like, I either watched the Doctor Who episode.
Oh yeah, speaking of, they have the new Doctor already aired, isn't it? Or is that coming soon?
No, they've been doing teasers type of thing for the special type of thing. The new Doctor won't be introduced until the new year.
Yeah,
it's
but
after
they already have
episode.
them announced.
They'll have him. It's officially announced that Peter Capaldi is going to be in it. But there's some rumors and speculations that he's only going to be in 13 episodes.
Oh.
But I think that's just the initial contract that they have with him at the moment. So it's sort of like, all right, we're going to test him out as he's a doctor type of thing. Is he Doctor Potential?
But I'm the Doctor.
Personally, I think Peter Capaldi is perfect for the role. I know a lot of fans are speculating type of thing. A lot of female fans are saying, well, he's too old. It's just like, well, the other way around of things, if the way it was looking, if he was going too young, you're going to end up with a 16-year-old doctor on our hands. A 16-year-old.
Well, a 16-year-old Earth, probably.
Yeah.
He's been around for so long, so he has to age sometime.
Yeah, I know, but...
It was like, oh, well, there goes my aging.
Try to have someone who's supposed to be, slightly, grumpy and angry because you're after dealing with so much death and...
My aging agent's cream has worn off, so... Yeah, this is me.
Yeah, he's gonna end up looking like
You should try this cream in the future. It's really brilliant. You remember you saw me yesterday? Yeah, that's the anti-aging cream.
Could you imagine if he went through the rapid aging process? He'll start looking like. Have you ever seen?
Yeah, I bought the wrong cream. I thought it was anti-aging cream. It was aging cream.
Indiana Jones in the Last Crusade, where he drinks the wrong cup and he starts aging rapidly and starts melting in the face. It's sort of going to be a little bit like that. Other things that's announced is, of course, the official voting process for East Asia TV, one of the first channels in a good while to start showing anime on TV.
Because, you remember seeing X late at night that had the martial art movies?
Yeah, this is going to be the thing. It's not an anime channel. It is an Asian channel.
Do that as well, yeah.
So they're going to be showing, karate, martial arts films. They're going to be showing.
There used to be Chinese,
Japanese films,
Station and Sky,
TV shows and Korean shows. What shows would you like coming, like Chinese and Korean and Japanese? What type of shows, not anime, but shows in general, would you like to have on it?
I'd like to see all the old-fashioned Chinese martial art movies.
Personally, myself,
not the real old-fashioned, but one of the old Hong Kong Legends collections. It'd be like the old Jackie Chan movies.
I like to see stuff like Akihabara Rangers, which is, it's not specifically anime orientated. I think it would be a good comedy to have on that channel. Other ones, I know this is a guilty pleasure of mine. I like to see Goku's in the live action on it. Goku's being it's a show aimed towards girls, where a girl whose father was a member of the Yakuza, he died, so she's taking over type of thing, and she's also teaching in a secondary school.
Kind of bar striptease.
That would be brilliant, but I think that would be out after 11 o'clock.
Yeah.
There's voting process at the moment. You can see what anime you want to put up. One of the things that might be put on was Kill la Kill.
It's a hard choice. There's no bad ones here. Click, vote. You're going to select one. Ah, shit.
So, the next thing I'd like to, sort of suggest type of thing is, how do you think the East Asia TV will actually come out with a success type of thing?
Hopefully, yeah.
I think hopefully it should do good.
It'd be cool if they had the Asian Sony TV, the music part. Sony Music, if they put that stuff onto it.
Yeah, I know, but the only problem with that, though, is Sony has specific rights. There's a lot of problem even just showing an anime that has an American song on it, because they'll have a right for one country, but not rights for the other countries.
Or just any Japanese music or Asian music.
Yeah, except for Pon Pon Pon, because honestly, that 48 ad was a pain in the hole at the time.
Yeah, it's just
Other things is going to be announced is Watanabe, the creator of Cowboy Bebop, is going to be coming. His new show that's coming out is actually going to be premiered over in America a month before it's going to hit over in Japan. Space Dandy. It's supposed to be. Cowboy Bebop was 70% serious, 30% comedy. This is going to be more comedy than serious, which is going to be absolutely brilliant. I am looking forward to this show so much.
Hey, give me that. You want this? Yeah. Too bad. No.
Actually, speaking of Watanabe, I think it's time for us to do a review. So, back in the 90s, the one anime that went from people from watching Pokemon to an adult to making sure getting people essentially hooked to anime. So many people have gotten hooked to this anime.
When you're a kid watching anime, you should mature and grow up and watch more adult stuff. Okay, 2 days later, watches Outlaw Star and stuff. I told you to stop watching cartoons and watching anime now.
So we're going to be reviewing Cowboy Bebop. This series is set around basically a crew of bounty hunters, Spike and Jet. The crew sort of comes on later on type of thing. There's other characters that are going to be introduced. But essentially their goal is they go around collecting space bounties off of people. Normal bounties, someone's after breaking a law type of thing. The thing about the show that was really original at the time is it's not one of those stereotypical animes. It is very... life is very sort of gritty. There is realistic problems and gambling debts, all this type of thing. And at a time, this was really good for people type of thing. You don't even have to be into anime in this series type of thing. Kazuma here, just briefly, what was your first time sort of seeing the season? What was your first sort of reactions to the show?
I thought it was pretty good. It was really impressive watching it first.
Really, honestly, it was such a good show at the time. So, as far as animation, the animation is beautifully well done. When it goes gritty, it is really, really sort of gritty and realistic. When it wants to go sort of sci-fi and epicness and shininess and all this type of thing, there's beautiful scenes. What's your favorite character actually in the show?
Probably Spike and Faye.
Faye Valentine. Faye Valentine is one of the characters we'll talk about. First up, we'll talk about Spike himself. Spike is actually one of the first people who's also... he is actually born... he's a former member of a crime syndicate. And he's also, He's brilliant at firearms, hand-to-hand combat. He also does a special arc called Kundo. And he's a pretty skilled pilot type of thing. But a lot of the stuff that he actually does is very sort of a special type of realistic type of thing. So it is very sort of great. It's not like over-the-top fighting styles. He is, there punch for punch type of thing. And it is, his fighting style is actually a fighting style in real life that you can actually learn. As for, the next character we'll talk about is Jet. Jet is the owner of Bebop, which is the name of the spaceship that they actually go on. Hence the name of the show, Cowboy Bebop. He a lot of his body is actually a cybernetic type of thing, but he's one of those.
His arm, wasn't it?
No, a lot of it it's like prosthetic parts type of thing. There's also around his eye part as well. He is sort of one of those characters. He is a bit he has sort of a dark history type of thing, and I don't want to ruin the show for people, so we're not going to sort of go into spoilers for people's backgrounds. Faye Valentine, she joins the crew sort of later on type of thing. She is. How would you actually describe Faye?
Not sure, I know she's friends with him, but I don't know if she has an actual big role. She bounty hunter as well? I can't remember.
Yeah, she's a novice bounty hunter, but she has a severe gambling addiction. She's actually one of the first bounties in the show, which was all about trying to find a poker chip that contained a lot of cybernetic material type of thing. She also has. She was one of the first sexy anime characters, really, you sort of see type of thing. Before you saw Ryoko and, some of the other characters from, Tenchi Muyo or anything like that. If you saw Cowboy Bebop first.
The new look in the third movie, I think. The girl called, I can't remember now.
A lot of Faye is sort of a mystery type of thing. She is the femme fatale type of thing. Which is brilliant for this role. You want something that's, space opera-esque with, realistic type of thing. There's Ein, who in one of the episodes is actually one of the bounties is trying to, claim back the dog. Ein is one of the dogs that sort of joins the crew. He's known as a data dog. He's sort of he was an experimented dog type of thing, and he's perfect intelligence and everything like that. And he was one of the things. The reason why they call him Ein is short for Einstein type of thing.
Yeah.
I actually really enjoyed that episode because it was sort of the whole chase style thing from the old, those old mystery spy films. So trying to catch the bad guy type of thing. So it was really sort of fun and. Then there's Edward. Ed.
Oh, that was the name, yeah, Ed.
Ed.
He or she?
That is actually the thing. If you actually look it up, Ed is actually a girl. But.
Acts like a guy.
Acts like a guy. There's neither male nor female traits, really. He's just there. I'm going to refer to it as a he. Or you could refer to it as a she. It's an Ed as in, type of thing. But, he's a kid character type of thing. He's a super genius and he's a hacker type of thing. So that's sort of the main type of, that's sort of the main cast type of thing. One of the things we actually have to talk about is actually the music. Oh, dear God, the music in this is just absolutely brilliant, though. The opening credits, it just...
All I'm thinking about now is the spoof, the Cosby Bebop.
The opening credits is actually called Tank, which is really well done. It's sort of very blues jazz type of thing, and it's done by one of my favorite performers, and I'm never going to emphasize this more. One of my favorite composers ever in history, Yoko Kanno.
Oh yeah.
She does the music through tons of series, and it's so brilliant. I love Yoko Kanno so much because it's not just, it's not your stereotypical Japanese music. She encompasses pretty much everything, and it's so relieving to hear a mixture between Japanese and blues and jazz throughout this whole series, because it doesn't make it very Japanese. You don't have to know anything from Japan to watch this show. Personally, I put it on my list of top 10 people, really, like top 10 greatest anime to watch to show somebody, And a lot of elements are sort of used from different different music tracks in this, which is really good. Like some of the things that sort of borrowed from the soundtrack is the music that's used from Sympathy for the Devil and Bohemian Rhapsody, which is really good because it shows that some Japanese people, in a musical sense, actually take examples from Western. And I wish that was done for both sides.
Yeah.
So how would we vote? How would we rate this show?
9 out of 10.
I'm going to give this a 9 out of 10 as well.
Which is mainly a 10 out of 10.
This is
It's an honest 10 out of 10.
I'm going to give this a 9 out of 10.
A 9 out of 8.
Einsteins. So, this is Sean Alpha.
This is Kazuma.
And this has been a normal episode of Geek Era. If you want to contact us, you can contact us through the Facebook page, our Twitter, Geek Era Podcast, or our Gmail account, which is geekerapodcast@gmail.com. So look forward to be hearing lots of good, interesting stuff. Cheers.